Recent longevity research from Blue Zones has revealed something shocking about what happens to your collagen after age 60. I've studied this research extensively, and from my experience as an ER physician for over 25 years, what fascinates me most is this. People in Blue Zones live to 100 at rates 10 times higher than in America. And this isn't coincidence. The secret is not expensive supplements or costly medical treatments, but a specific way of preparing and eating 4 particular types of meat that triggers what scientists call metabolic age reversal. Today, I want to share what this longevity research actually reveals about these. But before we dive into these 4 meats, let me quickly explain why collagen is so crucial for your health. This will help you understand exactly why these foods are so powerful. Think of collagen as the glue that holds your body together. It's the protein that keeps your joints cushioned, your skin firm, and your muscles properly attached to your bones. After age 60, your body loses collagen at an accelerated rate of over 30% per year, which is why you might notice stiffer joints, slower healing, and that overall feeling of getting older. But here's what most people don't realize. The right foods can actually help your body rebuild this crucial protein. The 4 meats I'm about to share work differently than supplements. They provide the exact building blocks your body needs in the right combinations. You know what fascinates me about seniors in Blue Zones? They regularly eat what most Americans consider tough meat. Yet they have some of the strongest, most flexible joints I've ever seen. While we buy expensive tender cuts, these long-living populations choose tough, collagen-rich cuts like chuck roast. Let me explain why this cheap cut might be your joint's best friend. Here's the fascinating science behind why tough cuts are actually superior for collagen support. Chuck roast contains 3 to 5 times more collagen than those expensive tender cuts you see at the grocery store. But here's the key. It's all about what happens when you cook it properly. When you cook chuck roast slowly, at temperatures around 160 degrees Fahrenheit, something magical happens. The tough collagen fibers begin to break down and transform into gelatin, a form your body can actually absorb and use. Research shows this slow transformation process creates a bioavailable form of collagen that your body can utilize up to 90% more effectively than many supplements. This process doesn't happen with quick cooking methods. The collagen needs both time and gentle heat to break down properly. Think of it like melting ice. Too much heat too fast, and you just get steam that disappears. But gentle, consistent heat transforms that tough connective tissue into the smooth, joint-supporting gelatin that your body craves. The connective tissue in chuck roast also supports the framework around your muscles, helping maintain the strength and flexibility that prevents the muscle weakness many seniors experience. Studies of Blue Zone populations, particularly in the mountainous regions of Sardinia, reveal something remarkable about their meat consumption patterns. These communities, where people routinely live past 100 with exceptional joint mobility, have traditionally relied on tougher cuts of meat that require long, slow cooking methods. Research examining dietary patterns in these longevity hotspots found that residents consumed collagen-rich cuts like chuck roast and similar tough meats about 5 times per month, always prepared using traditional slow cooking methods. What's particularly interesting is that these populations showed significantly lower rates of osteoarthritis and joint-related mobility issues compared to regions where people primarily ate tender, low-collagen cuts. The cooking methods were key. These communities used clay pots, slow-simmered stews, and braising techniques that took hours to complete. Modern research has validated what these cultures knew instinctively. This slow cooking process maximizes the conversion of tough collagen into bioavailable gelatin. that supports joint health and overall mobility as we age. The beautiful thing about chuck roast is how senior-friendly it can be when prepared correctly. Start with a 3 to 4 pound chuck roast. This size gives you several meals and actually improves in flavor during slow cooking. Here's the simple method that works best. Season your roast generously with salt and pepper, then sear it briefly in a Dutch oven to lock in flavors. Add enough liquid, beef broth, wine, or even water to come halfway up the roast. The key is maintaining that gentle 160 to 180 degree Fahrenheit temperature range for 3 to 4 hours. You'll know it's ready when you can easily pull the meat apart with a fork. For seniors, I recommend adding root vegetables like carrots, onions, and potatoes during the last hour of cooking. This creates a complete, balanced meal that's easy to chew and digest. The budget benefits are remarkable too. Chuck roast typically costs 60 to 70% less than premium cuts, yet provides significantly more collagen and joint-supporting nutrients. You can batch cook on weekends and portion out meals for the entire week. Safety tip for older adults: use a meat thermometer to ensure your pot maintains that steady temperature, and always let the meat rest for 10 to 15 minutes before serving to avoid burns from hot juices. Chuck roast proves that the most beneficial foods for your joints don't have to be expensive or complicated. The slow cooking process transforms tough, affordable meat into a collagen powerhouse that your body can actually use. But this is just the foundation. When you add our next protein source, something even more interesting happens. Have you ever wondered why Mediterranean fishermen in their 80s can still walk miles along rocky coastlines with steady, pain-free steps? The answer isn't just their active lifestyle, it's what they eat. These coastal communities consume sardines with the skin on almost daily, and researchers have discovered this small fish packs a unique collagen punch that works differently than any land-based meat. Marine collagen from fish like sardines has some remarkable properties that set it apart from other collagen sources. First, it's significantly smaller in molecular size than beef or chicken collagen, which means your body can absorb it more easily and put it to work faster. But here's what makes sardines particularly special. The skin and bones contain type 1 marine collagen, which is nearly identical to the collagen in human skin and joints. When you eat sardines whole, you're getting this bioavailable collagen along with omega-3 fatty acids. And these two nutrients work together in a powerful way. The omega-3s in sardines, particularly EPA and DHA, actively reduce inflammation throughout your body. This is crucial because chronic inflammation breaks down existing collagen faster than your body can replace it. So while the marine collagen provides building blocks for new joint tissue, the omega-3s protect what you already have. Research shows this combination can reduce joint inflammation by up to 70%, while simultaneously supporting new collagen synthesis. The small size of sardines also means you're consuming the entire nutrient profile, including calcium from the soft bones and zinc from the meat, both essential cofactors for collagen production in seniors. Mediterranean populations, particularly in coastal areas of Italy and Greece, provide compelling evidence for sardines' joint protective effects. Studies examining dietary patterns in these blue zone regions found that people who consumed small, whole fish like sardines at least 3 times per week had significantly better joint mobility and lower rates of arthritis compared to inland populations. One particularly interesting study followed elderly fishermen in Sardinia over 5 years, despite physically demanding work that would typically wear down joints. These men showed remarkably preserved joint function well into their 80s. Their diet consistently included sardines, anchovies, and other small fish consumed whole, skin, bones, and all. The research revealed that these populations had measurably higher levels of marine-derived amino acids in their blood, specifically the building blocks needed for type 1 collagen synthesis. Even more impressive, their inflammatory markers were consistently lower than age-matched populations, who didn't regularly consume whole small fish, suggesting the omega-3 and collagen combination provided both building and protective benefits. For seniors, sardines offer one of the most convenient and safe ways to boost marine collagen intake. Unlike larger fish that may contain mercury concerns, sardines are small and low on the food chain, making them safe for regular consumption. The easiest approach is starting with canned sardines. They're already cooked, affordable, and the canning process actually softens the bones, making them completely edible. Look for sardines packed in olive oil or water, and choose brands that include the skin and bones. If you're new to sardines, try mashing them into a spread for crackers, or mixing them into pasta salad. The strong flavor mellows considerably when combined with other ingredients. You can also add them to scrambled eggs, or mix them into tuna salad for a milder introduction. For fresh sardines, simply grill or pan-fry them whole, with a bit of olive oil, lemon, and herbs. The key is eating them with the skin on. That's where most of the collagen is concentrated. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week to get optimal benefits. A serving is about 3 to 4 small sardines, or half a standard can. This frequency provides consistent marine collagen and omega-3 support without overwhelming your palate. Storage tip: canned sardines last years in your pantry, making them perfect for seniors who want to stock up on this joint-supporting protein. Sardines prove that some of the most powerful collagen sources come in small packages. The combination of easily absorbed marine collagen and inflammation-fighting omega-3s creates a dual-action approach your joints can't get from land-based meats alone. But when you combine this with our next category of foods, you unlock something even more remarkable. Here's something that might surprise you. Okinawan centenarians, some of the healthiest, longest-living people on Earth, consume organ meats like heart and liver every single week. While most Americans avoid these foods entirely, these populations treat them as essential medicine. What do they know that we've forgotten? The answer lies in nature's most concentrated collagen source. Organ meats like heart and liver contain 1.5 to 3 times more collagen than regular muscle meat. But that's just the beginning of their remarkable benefits. These organs are packed with what I call cellular switch nutrients, compounds that become critically important after age 60, when many of your body's natural processes start slowing down. The heart, for example, is rich in coenzyme Q10, which your cells need to produce energy efficiently. Liver provides massive amounts of vitamin A, B vitamins, and iron, in forms your body can actually use, unlike synthetic supplements that often pass right through you. These nutrients work as cofactors, meaning they help your body actually build and maintain collagen, rather than just providing raw materials. Here's what makes organ meats particularly powerful for seniors. They contain a complete amino acid profile, in the exact ratios your body prefers for protein synthesis. Plus, organ meats provide heme iron, the type your body absorbs easily, which is crucial for carrying oxygen to your tissues and supporting the cellular repair processes that decline with age. The collagen in organ tissues is also uniquely structured, with higher concentrations of the specific amino acids glycine and proline that your joints need most. Traditional Okinawan dietary studies reveal fascinating patterns about organ meat consumption and longevity. For centuries, Okinawans practiced nose-to-tail eating, consuming organ meats weekly as part of their regular diet. Research comparing traditional Okinawan populations to those who adopted Western eating patterns shows striking differences in joint health and overall aging. Those who maintained traditional organ meat consumption showed significantly better joint mobility, less arthritis, and stronger muscle mass well into their 90s. Their blood work consistently revealed higher levels of bioavailable nutrients and better inflammatory markers compared to populations who eliminated organ meats from their diets. One particularly compelling study tracked Okinawan elders over 15 years, finding that those who consumed liver or heart at least once weekly had measurably stronger grip strength and better balance, key indicators of healthy aging. The research suggests that the concentrated nutrients in organ meats help maintain the cellular machinery responsible for tissue repair and maintenance, essentially helping the body function more like a younger person's. I understand that organ meats can seem intimidating, but there are senior-friendly ways to incorporate these nutritional powerhouses into your diet. Start small and build gradually. For liver, the easiest approach is mixing small amounts into ground beef. Use a 1:4 ratio, 1 part liver to 4 parts ground beef. In dishes like meatloaf, burgers, or pasta sauce, the liver virtually disappears in taste, but adds tremendous nutritional value. You can also find pre-mixed ground beef with liver at many health food stores. Heart is surprisingly mild and tender when prepared correctly. It tastes very similar to lean beef and can be sliced thin and quickly sautéed with onions and herbs. Many seniors find heart more palatable than liver. If you're not ready for whole organ meats, high-quality desiccated organ supplements can provide similar benefits. Look for grass-fed, freeze-dried options that preserve the nutrients without heat processing. Frequency matters more than quantity. Aim for organ meats once or twice weekly, rather than large portions occasionally. Even a few ounces provide significant nutritional benefits. Safety tip: source organ meats from reputable suppliers. And if you have gout or are on blood thinners, consult your doctor first, as organ meats are rich in purines and vitamin K. Organ meats might challenge your comfort zone, but they offer unmatched nutritional density that's particularly valuable for seniors. The combination of concentrated collagen, bioavailable nutrients, and cellular support compounds creates a foundation that supplements simply can't match. But there's one final piece to this collagen puzzle that brings everything together. Here's the final piece that longevity researchers have recently discovered. Ties everything together while studying traditional healing foods across multiple cultures. From Asian bone broths to Caribbean stews to European peasant dishes. Scientists found one ingredient appearing everywhere people live exceptionally long lives: oxtail. This isn't coincidence. There's something uniquely powerful happening here. Oxtail represents the ultimate collagen source because of its unique anatomical structure. The tail contains the highest concentration of collagen in the entire animal, concentrated in the vertebrae, joints, and surrounding connective tissue. But what makes oxtail truly special is the bone marrow component. Recent longevity research has revealed that bone marrow contains compounds that act like cellular reprogramming signals. These include stem cell growth factors, essential fatty acids, and minerals in ratios that closely match what your body needs for tissue regeneration. When you slow cook oxtail, these bone marrow nutrients combine with the massive amounts of collagen to create what researchers are calling a biological reset effect. The slow cooking process, typically 4 to 6 hours, breaks down not just the collagen into gelatin, but also releases minerals like calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and trace elements directly from the bones into the cooking liquid. This creates a nutrient-dense broth that provides both the building blocks for new collagen and the cellular signals that tell your body to actually use them. Studies suggest this combination of bone marrow nutrients with high-density collagen may help restore cellular function patterns that typically decline after age 60, essentially helping your metabolism behave more like it did decades earlier. Traditional cultures worldwide have intuitively understood oxtail's healing properties for generations. In Korea, oxtail soup, galbatang, is considered essential recovery food for new mothers and elderly family members. Caribbean cultures use oxtail stews specifically for joint pain and building strength. European peasant communities traditionally reserved oxtail for the eldest family members. Modern research has validated this traditional wisdom. A comparative study examining dietary patterns across multiple longevity populations found that those with regular access to bone-in, marrow-rich cuts like oxtail showed significantly better markers of cellular health and joint function. One particularly interesting finding came from studying Korean elders, who consumed oxtail soup weekly compared to those who didn't. The regular oxtail consumers showed measurably higher levels of growth factors associated with tissue repair. They also had better bone density and improved joint mobility scores. Their inflammatory markers were consistently lower, suggesting the bone marrow compounds were actively supporting their body's repair systems, rather than just providing passive nutrition. Oxtail might seem intimidating, but it's actually one of the most forgiving meats to cook, and perfect for seniors who want maximum nutrition with minimal active cooking time. The key is understanding that while oxtail requires long cooking, it doesn't require your constant attention. Use a slow cooker or Dutch oven. Add your oxtail with vegetables like onions, carrots, and celery. Cover with water or broth, and let time do the work. For a simple approach, brown 2 to 3 pounds of oxtail pieces in a large pot. Add chopped vegetables, cover with liquid, and simmer on low for 4 to 6 hours. You'll know it's ready when the meat falls off the bone easily. The resulting broth will be rich, gelatinous when cooled, and packed with nutrients. One oxtail cooking session provides multiple meals. The meat can be shredded and used in soups, stews, or over rice. The broth itself is incredibly valuable. Save it and use as a base for other soups, or drink it warm like tea. Budget tip: oxtail is often much cheaper than premium cuts despite its superior nutritional profile. Buy in bulk when on sale and freeze portions. For seniors with limited cooking energy, prepare oxtail on weekends when you have more time. Then portion out meals for the entire week. Oxtail completes the collagen restoration puzzle by providing the cellular signals your body needs to actually rebuild and repair. When you combine the slow cooking transformation we learned with chuck roast, the marine absorption from sardines, the concentrated nutrients from organ meats, and now the cellular activation from oxtail, something remarkable happens. Here's what longevity researchers discovered when they studied people who combined all 4 of these meats. Your body can actually shift back into a younger metabolic pattern. It's not about eating these foods randomly. It's about understanding how they work together to create what scientists call cellular reprogramming. Chuck roast provides the foundation by teaching your body to efficiently transform tough collagen into usable building blocks. Sardines deliver the easily absorbed marine collagen, while their omega-3s create the anti-inflammatory environment your cells need to actually use those nutrients. Organ meats supply the concentrated cofactors that activate cellular repair systems that slow down after 60, and oxtail provides the bone marrow compounds that signal your cells to behave like they're decades younger. Start with chuck roast once a week. For the first month, this builds your foundation. Add sardines twice weekly in month 2. Introduce organ meats gradually in month 3. And finally, add oxtail monthly. This progressive approach allows your body to adapt and maximize the benefits. Most people notice improved joint comfort within 30 days, better energy by 60 days, and significant mobility improvements by 90 days. Your body has an incredible capacity to heal and rebuild. Even after decades of decline, these 4 meats work with your natural biology, not against it. I've seen remarkable transformations in my practice when people commit to this approach consistently. I'm curious, Which of these 4 meats are you most excited to try first? And if you're already eating any of them, have you noticed changes in how your joints feel? Share your experience in the comments below.